Hello, good afternoon. Welcome back to Well Seasoned. Here we are at 21 Restaurant. Welcome to Well Seasoned. Welcome back. Good afternoon. I'll get back in there and I'll show you what's going on today. Here we go, coming through. Here we are back in the laboratory. And good afternoon. How are you? Today we're going to be doing a lemon sole with a carrot puree. The carrot puree is going to be done in a Thermomix, and the sole is going to be done in a pan. Okay, so and we've got a bit of garnish happening as well. We've done a beetroot chip, yeah, here we go. I'll get the lemon sole happening now. I'll filter it up and do a little funky round ballotine, and we'll fry up the bone as well, just as another little decoration. So I'll get the sole down here. Okay, so what I do, I'll just peel it from raw. Just put a bit of salt on the tail, rub it, get a little bit of the skin up. Working backwards. Okay. And just pull the top side off. Flip it over. Do the same again. You can get a bit of a tea towel just to help you out if it's still a bit gooey. This has just been fish this morning. It's quite nice and fresh. There we go. Chop off the head. Take off the skin here. It's just a bit easier to do it with a bit of scissors opposed to the knife. It's more accurate. Follow the round of the fish, and then we're just going to take the fillets off. Just give it a bit of a clean up. So we just go down the middle of the spine here. Just bend your knife a little bit, and then just follow the. Okay. There we go. There's one. So basically 4 fillets. The other one. The guts you leave in, they'll come out with the when we cut this out. We'll cut the fillets out first. There you go, just flip the thing over. Okay, you're left with a little bit of meat in the middle there, but that's good because it gives it a bit of flexibility later. And we're going to fry it. So we just fry just the bones. We'll pan fry light with a little bit of butter, the actual fillets. Okay, there you go. There's your habit. Bit of done. Then what we'll do with this, just chop this up a little bit more. Just trim it. Trim the. This is just basically for the decoration. At the end. There we go. Okay, so now just put this aside. Throw this in the gut bin. So get some skewers. Get some nice little bamboo skewers here. Doesn't really matter how big they are. You can chop them off at the end. So you just roll it with the skin part towards you. Okay, roll it from the top, from the head part. Just like that, basically. Then you just skewer it in from where the last, there we go, it goes in. So basically you got a little ball happening. Go number 2. Can you make the pan on for me, please? Pan on top, yeah. Just shallow fried, just a little bit of oil. Okay, so while this is happening, I've got the carrot and the carrot garnish puree. There we go. There's 4. So it doesn't matter. I mean, just skewer, chop them off. Done. Okay, so. Right, so there we go. That was little rolls, lovely little rolls. Change the chopping board. Clean up your mess. So I've got the pan heating up, and I'll go through the puree. The puree, quite simple. Get some carrots. Peel the carrots, and I liquidize half the recipe. So if I'm doing a kilo of carrots, I liquidize half of the quantity, and I cook the other carrots, the raw ones, in the juice. Just keeps a nice intense flavour, and the colour is lovely as well. Okay, so that's on the pan frying now, so that's cool. So the carrots, and then while I boil it, I throw in some star anise, some cloves, and then I homogenize it with a bit of butter right at the end, just emulsify it. Puree it in the Thermomix. Okay, so I'm just going to fry quickly the sole. Cooking it up here. So, and then I've got here a bit of more garnish. This is a beetroot chip, basically just potato puree. No butter, no nothing. It's just water and potato. Take out half the liquid, puree it, stand it on a greaseproof paper, really fine. Excuse me. And then you let just the liquid evaporate from the starch, and you're left with just a chip, basically a plate chip. Just throw it in the oil, and you come up with a potato chip. And you can try any color. You can put food coloring, you can put natural coloring, beetroot juice, or whatever, just to make a nice color. It looks nice and sexy on the top. So that's the and we've got some cod skin as well that we've been playing around with that we've just dried.
So Ali, how can you tell that the fish you're getting is actually really fresh?
The fish was well, there's, I mean, the skin. I mean, this kind of fish, there's not really any gills that you can look at. It's just a normal look at the eyes. And this particular fish, you'll see it's a very gooey on the top, on the skin. You know, you'll see it's gooey basically. Yeah.
So if it's gooey,
nice,
is that a good thing?
When the meat, when you're feeling it and you feel it as well, it's really hard. You know, it's.
So what's the difference between a fish that's fresh and a fish that's not quite as fresh?
The difference?
Yeah.
There's quite a lot of difference to the eye, to the nose, to the palate.
Yep.
And yeah, there's it just doesn't work really.
Yeah, what I mean is, like, if a fish is like 1 or 2 days old, like, is it less firm in the flesh?
Yeah, sure, definitely, and it won't be as gooey either. I mean, in this particular fish, you can see it by eye basically, and the smell of it's a bit of a winner.
Okay, cool, thanks.
Cool. Okay, so basically, this is almost done. We'll just whack some oil. All of that. Oh, yeah, just all of that. So basically, the sole's done. Sealed it. I just seal it, and then I just let it rest. The time I cook it, I do the same section. I do the same thing as I do with the beef or the meat. The time I cook it, I'll rest it. So basically, I'll. I mean, with the heat, it's so delicate, the fish, that it'll just keep cooking anyway. So this is. I've just sealed the outside. It's maintained its nice round form with a toothpick. So we'll just take it out. Like so, and it just stays. And you can also skewer it with a rosemary. Just take the end part, the hard part of the rosemary stem. Just take off the little leaves, and then just you can use that. It looks nice and decoration as well, and leave it in there on the plate, and it'll give it a nice aroma to the fish as well. Yeah, so that's another way you can cook it. So these are done. Puree's done. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to do so basically I've left the skin a little bit, throw it in there. Okay, so I'll get the plate nice and warm. Warm plate's always a nice touch. Got this other pintas. So I'm just trying to. There you go. Get the puree. Got the puree out of the Thermomix, and I've just been heating it up. So you bring a bit of a colour to the actual. You kind of crisping the bone up. Crispy. Carrot puree. Carrot puree is done, heated, plate's warm. Okay. Okay, so I'll just show you this little so I'm just crisping this up. So while it's warm, just very delicately, you just cool it off a little bit. So basically that's the skin. I've left a little bit of meat there. I mean, if someone wants to eat it, whatever, you know, it's nice, it's crispy. I've seen people eat it. It's a bit bizarre, but that's fine. Okay, so we're ready to plate it up. Here we go. So we got the lemon, we got the salt here. Got the puree. Very simple. It's a nice color, nice flavors, nice smell. Beautiful, beautiful. Okay, so we'll just plate that. These are our funky new plates that have arrived. So I've got this, you can do any kind of decoration. Today I'm just doing it with a comb. So just swipe. Okay, and I'll there you go. I won't portion the other two. I mean, I think this is quite a nice portion. It's quite big. We've got some squid ink, sweet squid ink as well, just a bit of a decoration. Then we got the purple chips, beetroot. Done. There you have it. Lemon-sole.
Well, Ali, that looks just fantastic. I got a couple of questions for you. Yeah. Fantastic. Yeah, I saw you took the sticks out. Yep, that's good. That's important, right? You don't serve it with the skewers. Is that correct?
No, skewers, you take them out. You take them out.
Okay, okay. I've got one more.
With a round fillet.
Okay. And I've got another question for you. Where can you get squid ink from?
The supermarket. They'll sell it there in the frozen department, or your fishmonger.
And then do you sweeten it yourself, or do they sell it like that?
No, you sweeten it yourself. You throw it in some water, a little bit of water, ink, and a little bit of sugar, and then you just cook it off a little bit. It'll be still liquid. You can throw some.
So it's not a syrup. So it's only got a little bit of sugar, like you would season it with salt, for example, but you use sugar instead.
Absolutely.
Okay.
It's not too sweet.
All right, that sounds great. Thanks.
Cool. Done.
Okay, well,
basically, so and then yeah, and then what I do is I just I reduce the squid ink. I'll reduce it, and I throw some agar-agar in it, which is a gelatin. It's a natural gelatin, and I'll throw it in the. I'll freeze it. I'll put it in the fridge, cool it down, let it set, and then I'll throw it in the Thermomix, and then I'll blend it up again, and it turns into a nice jelly texture, and it looks really nice, and it's a nice combination. Beautiful colours. Show you the plate again. Love this plate.
Wow, it's beautiful.
It's very simple. There's nothing much to it, you know, and it's you can throw some other vegetables on there, but I think it's just nice as it is. It's delicate. Great afternoon.